visit to Simhadri. The Karnataka government asked a fishermen group to visit Simhadri, where a coal-based thermal plant is operated by NTPC. It is supposed to have got environment award for that plant some 1 or 2 years ago. So when the, we went inside the factory, and on the way we saw some brick making units, but nobody was working. It looked like a showroom only. And they were telling that most of this one is their fly ash is being converted into useful products. Plus they have got ash pond also. And officials explained to us all the process, everything. And that day we did not hear any noise, because it seems that day plant was not working. That is what we suspected. Otherwise some kind of noise should have been there. And in some cases, they expected fishermen without any knowledge about the pollution prospects of coal-based thermal plant. But some of us, we had studied, and plus we were in touch with some of the NGOs working there, and the problems they had after the plant was established. So when we asked some pointed questions, the answer was not forthcoming, or they avoided, or said, I am not allowed to speak about that. One particular thing I remember what we asked was whether along with the hot water they were discharging fly ash also with that, because their ash ponds were almost full. And one more thing we asked was what happens, was there any uh, seepage of uh, from the ash pond, because it is for storing. What they do is use water to take the fly ash into the ash pond, and then slowly this water drains out, ash gets stored in the pond. But they said no problem about, there is no seepage, or this one underground water table was not contaminated. But later on we realized when we then they said how till afternoon they talked about this one. Then he said we will go to some temple, because they knew the psychology that most of the fishermen are God fearing. They would like to visit any temple. But then we said we don't want to visit any temples. We want to visit villages. They were a bit worried, because we want to talk to the villagers about their experience. When we went to the villages, there was some revelation. One thing was the same plant, because the underwater table was contaminated, they were supplying water through tankers to 4 villages. And these villagers were complaining of noise level very high at certain points of the day. And some people have become deaf, it seemed. And then there was stillbirth among this one, pregnant women. That frequency has increased, but we could not link it to whatever. But this is their experience. And plus, some people were getting skin diseases, itching, irritation, etc. And then they had shown us some vegetables, because what we feel it was through acid rain, because leaves were becoming yellow, and most of the vegetables were all deformed, where they looked diseased. Okay, so this was the problem, and definitely there was problem from this plant, which the plant officials were trying to hide. It also seemed happened that when we got a report prepared by the one NGO and some of the university professors a few years ago, that means immediately 2 years after the plant was established, and it talked about complaints from the villagers, and ultimately Pollution Control Board came and measured the pollution levels and recommended that 4 villages be shifted to somewhere else, safer place. So which confirms there was problems. This in spite of they are taking pollution control measures like FGD, flue gas desulfurization, to reduce sulfur dioxide, and ESP, electrostatic respirators, to control the fly ash. All these things were there in place. It is, or at least they were telling they have installed. That is why they got the environment award. But obviously villages were suffering, and then we went to the seashore, talked to some, because we were fishermen, we went to the fishing village a little far away, and they started telling that fishing has become difficult, there is no fish available at all, and Some of the fishermen, this was a surprise to us, went to this one migrated to Vizag working as coolies, because generally my experience as a fisherman is they would rather starve than beg, and some of them were begging in the villages. These old ladies were asking for money from us. Then we told them, we are also fishermen, don't do this one work. But then say, where is the work? There is no fish. And when we went to the seashore, we found one already dead turtle, and dogs were trying to eat that. Plus the small crabs generally we find on the seashore, none of them was visible, and even some of the these shellfishes were not visible. So this was clear indication, and they said they are letting out fly ash along with the hot water. So, but when we asked the official, they refused to say no, we don't do that. So this was the state of affairs, and unfortunately, what happened? Karnataka government spent around 40 lakhs for the trip, and after we came back, we prepared a detailed report with interviews, everything. We submitted to the Chief Minister Kumaraswamy those days. He gave that report to Energy Secretary, telling that you make the analysis and give me the report within a week. But that report was never prepared, because when Kumaraswamy came here for Udlala by-election, in a live interview, when people moderator asked what happened to the report, he said, I have not received the report. Then I was watching the program. Then I called immediately, because there was live question and answers. I said, I have given it personally the report to you, and you have given to the Energy Secretary. Yes, I did. Then he replied as a true politician, I have received your report, but the analysis or report based on your report from the technical person I have not received after 2 years. This is the state of affairs. Okay, right.